Okay, check it out. PPE for the recorder. Regular disposable mask, simple surgical mask. I have cut just a small slit right here. So the recorder mouthpiece fits right in there. Just fine. The next part of my recorder PPE is this little velveteen bag with a drawstring on the top. Now this works best if your recorder has a bell like that. If it's a Renaissance style recorder and it's just smooth, this is gonna fall right off. So what I would suggest then is using some packing tape to attach. Once you have this on the bottom, just a little strip of packing tape around it. Just make sure you don't cover up these bottom two holes because that'll mess everything up. A little strip of packing tape and go around it with either a little piece of fabric or one of these velveteen bags. I got these pretty cheaply from Uline, but you could find them probably other places like Amazon. And so I just put that around the bottom, cinch up the strings, and it doesn't affect the sound at all. No problem. Now for part 3 of my recorder PPE is the fipple, the window. Okay, so what I've done is I did a little testing of some things. So I played recorder and I played it in front of a candle. I put it right up to the candle. And so I played out the bottom. A surprising amount of air comes right out the bottom because it's a straight shot. The holes, not very much air at all. It was like an undetectable amount. That flame did not move really much at all when I put the holes up near it, the finger holes. I think that's because of the way they're designed. The air is just flowing straight out. Your fingers normally are going to be, even if they're not touching them, they're going to be close anyway. So I think the amount of air that comes out of the holes is going to be minimal at best. The other amount, which got quite a bit of air, along with the bottom hole, because the air is just going on a straight shot straight out. There's nothing turning it or anything to go out the holes. But the fipple is different because that little wedge in there splits the air. So some of it goes in and out that bottom hole and the rest of it comes out. So this is where I started to experiment with this. And for this, I used a little gauze pad, a little sterile gauze pad. And you just unfold it. Just like that. And you know, the funny thing is, you're thinking you're going to put that over the fipple. It's not going to work, right? Because it'll, you know what happens when you cover the fipple. It doesn't work. Same thing like when you're out in the wind. When the wind blows, that's why the wind does not work. It does not work to play it in the wind, because outside that wind disrupts the air in there and it messes it all up. So isn't the gauze going to do the same thing? Ha ha ha. This is just 2-ply gauze. Nope. It does make it a slight bit softer, but that's all right, right? So that's 2-ply of gauze. 4-ply, if I fold it over about like that, that starts to get to be a problem. So 2-ply of gauze folded just like this over the fipple, and I am going to use a rubber band to secure that in place on the top. You need 2 rubber bands. So the top one goes around above where the fipple is. This is where the fipple is. You can kind of see it there. And then the bottom one is going to go below it. And then you can make this, you can gather this up and make a little pooch right there. That gives a little bit of extra air for the fipple. It does change the characteristic of the tone just a little bit, but I don't think the kids are going to notice it. I don't think you're going to notice it on the kids. So with everything going, we've got our little recorder booty, our booty bag, our Fipple cover, and our mask. That's just a matter of finding the hole. And there you go. Recorder PPE. Enjoy. Wow, this is an amazing book too. It's awesome.